I have a hard enough time with my left and rights. Then to have this thing on video back and forth and it be the other way, it's like, son of a.
You would have the worst time being a weatherman.
No, I could never do it.
Because it's backwards the entire way.
Yep, it would never happen, right?
Right, and it's a green screen, so like it's not like they can look behind them and see what's there.
I'd be screwed. I'd be pointing over here, and it should be over there every time.
You know how they do it?
Well, they have a TV up in front so you can kind of see yourself, but then you have to know to go backwards, right?
They have TVs on both sides of the wall, so one over here, so that they can just look off screen. And then on the camera, there's a TV right below it.
Huh.
So.
That totally fucked me up.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
and it's the weatherman, so I mean, it really doesn't matter what he says.
No,
it doesn't
really
matter.
Doesn't. No, you can say whatever. You can say whatever. It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
But speak of screwing something up, how about this?
I want Joe Biden to smell his hair.
Did you hear that?
What?
I'm gonna play it. Well, I'm gonna play it again.
I know what it is. I want Joe Biden to smell his hair.
But anyway,
Chad's Disco, yeah.
I want Joe Biden to smell his hair. What was that? I know what I said there. What was the context? Why did I say that?
It was May of last year.
Okay.
That doesn't help.
No. We were having a conversation about the presidential debates coming up in the fall.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I want Joe Biden to smell his hair.
Yeah. So those are just 2 of like 8 clips I pulled out of one episode, and they are epic. And I'm going to compile all those together, put some music behind it, and call that our intro at some point.
Nice.
Awesome.
It's gonna be cool. So, and to remind people, if you would like to do that yourself, we will play them. We did this once before. It was like 2 years ago, but we had so many cool intros. I almost I didn't. I was gonna have them pulled up, and I haven't had time. I was gonna play a couple of them so you can remember. But hey, go back and listen to those old shows. They're in the 200 somewhere.
Yeah, they're somewhere up there.
Yep, they're in there. They're good. So, anything else going on with you guys? Before we get started?
Not too much.
Yeah.
No.
I'm working from home again for a little while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're moving my office from one side of the building to the other. And, like anything, poor planning. All right, you're all moved in, but we don't have any desks for you. This is your office, but there's no electricity.
Yeah.
We're working on it. So, just work from home for a while. It's like there's very little. It's very little I can actually do from home.
Right.
And there's so many distractions at home. So, yeah.
That's why I have my layer here. They can't come in unless they go through the garage, and that stops a little bit of that.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it's tough.
I came up with a script idea that I'm really excited about, so I'm started working on that.
Well, tell us all about it so one of the listeners can beat you to it.
No, I'm not doing that. But I'm very excited about it.
Good.
All right.
Good for you.
I began rewatching Battlestar Galactica. The 2003 version.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot how good that show was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot.
It was very good.
And I forgot most of the show. Like, I remember little nuggets here and there, but for the most part, I'm watching it for the first time again.
Yeah.
And it's good. It holds up.
Yeah, that show does. That show does hold up. It does.
I need to go back and rewatch it because Baltar.
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I finally got my dad to start watching Stargate SG-1 after years and years of telling him to watch it.
Why?
And I think it's a good show.
Do you not love him? What's wrong?
Yeah, I know. I think at some point, this is only like 2 months ago, maybe 3. Well, no, I think it's only about 2 months ago when he said he was going to watch it. And I saw him yesterday for my daughter's graduation.
Oh,
from
cool.
high school. Yeah. And he's on season 8. So he's obviously enjoying it.
Well, he must love you very much.
He does. So yeah, that's another good show too. But yeah, Battlestar, I gotta go back and watch that again. I guess they're doing some stupid reboot of it again over on Peacock. I don't know why. Why don't you just yeah.
Let's see if they
NBC.
actually do it.
Yeah, they've been talking about it
what
for
I'm
6-7 months, but why?
You know what I'm interested to see? Are they rebooting Battlestar Galactica from 1978, or are they rebooting Battlestar Galactica from 2003? Because they are two very different shows.
Yeah,
and I'd be interested to see, what's the source material for the new one.
They haven't said,
because the second one was infinitely more popular than the original.
Oh,
that's
man.
The one they'll
it's
reboot
so much
then.
better.
Yeah.
Well, I remember when they announced that, Trish Helfer was on some sort of podcast. I don't know where, but I remember reading the article about it, and she was kind of like, "What? Why don't you just continue it? Why don't they just like continue telling more of the story and just? I mean, we just did this. Why are they? She's like, it was good. She's all mad. It's kind of interesting, but there's no details.
Because she hasn't done anything since
pretty much
2008, probably.
Pretty much.
We've had 3 Spider-Men in 10 years.
That's the problem. That's the problem, though. I mean, we talk about this all the time. That is the problem, I mean, in some cases, you can make something nice, but I mean, come on.
In the case of the Spider-Man, I mean, the third one is the best one.
The third reboot with Tom Holland, or you mean
the third Spider-Man? One? Yeah.
You're denying Toby.
Oh, I would definitely deny Toby. Now, I will say this: that for the
time,
yeah,
that first movie was really good. The second one was good too.
The third one was trash.
And I'm looking forward to seeing Alfred Molina again.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I was up all night about a week ago, and I rewatched Boogie Nights for the first time in 20-something years, and he's in that. I didn't realize he was in that.
I've never seen Boogie Nights.
You've never seen Boogie Nights?
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. It's about a guy with a really big dick.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Well, I'm sure I can find those kinds of videos on the internet for free.
I was going to say, Daniel's not interested in all now. I mean, that just totally killed it. He's like, what do I want that for? I'm looking for the opposite of that.
All right, hold on. I'll bring him right back. Heather Graham nude scene.
Oh.
That did bring him back.
That perked him right up.
That perked him right up.
But yeah, Alfred Molina's in that. And he was like a coked up gangster or something.
So he wasn't acting?
No, he was being himself. It was one of those kinds of shows. They just turned it on, and whatever he said was perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
But Tom Holland.
He's good.
He's probably my favorite. He's probably my favorite Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The guy in the middle, he wasn't bad, but
they didn't give him anything to work with, man.
Not memorable.
And he's good. Andrew Garfield is an excellent actor.
That's his name.
Yeah, he is really good, and I love those two movies. Even though, the second one with whatever his name is, Jamie Foxx, that was kind of Electro.
He's in this movie called Silence. It's a Martin Scorsese film about some priest in Japan. Dude, Andrew Garfield can act.
Oh yeah.
He can act.
Yeah. Yep. No doubt. And I think that's why he left and said, I'm not doing any more Spider-Man, because they weren't giving him much to work with, and he's a hell of a lot better.
Oh no, they kicked his ass out.
Well, probably because he was pissed off.
Yeah, well, there's this whole thing about how he didn't show up at some Sony board meeting that he was supposed to be at, and they took it as dishonor, and they were pissed.
On your house.
Something like that. Like he didn't listen to the bosses, and so they're like, well, screw you.
Yeah, well, he's better off for it, honestly, and we all are, because Tom Holland is now Spider-Man, and as much as I like that first Tobey Maguire movie, and the first one was excellent, the other ones were just went downhill from there. Tom Holland's managed to just keep the same, one to the next, and everywhere he's fit in, it's perfect. So
welcome to Spider-Man Cast, guys.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
But all right, let's get into the show.
Yeah.
Well, let's not keep these assholes waiting.
Trekcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trekcast, the galaxy's most unpredictable podcast. I'm Dan. That's Chad. That's Chad. I'm Chad. That's Dan. That's Daniel. I'm trying to go too fast because, hey, here we go. And it's the news.
I like that he just sped through that to cover up his mistake.
Okay. Go for the news, Daniel.
Okay. So, first is from Digital Spy. And I got this just for Chad, because I know how much Chad loves him some Ash Tyler. So, we've got an interview with Shazad, a.k.a. Ash Tyler. Right. And he was talking about Section 31.
Dan totally missed all of that. He wasn't watching the feed.
No, you know what's funny? This is how unmemorable that character is for me. You started talking about it, and I had to sit here for a minute and remember who the hell he is.
Lock,
Ash
yeah.
Tyler. Is this a Stargate thing? What is he talking about? Ash Tyler.
Yeah.
Is that the actor or the? Oh, yeah, I remember who he is. Go ahead with the news.
Yeah.
That's what happened in my head. But
All
go
right.
ahead.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Daniel. We didn't mean to interrupt you there twice.
Yeah, David Burnham's ex.
David Burnham.
Yeah, I said David Burnham. I meant Michael Burnham, and I said David Burnham. And you know what? I'm going to go with it. It's David Burnham.
David Burnham, yeah.
David Burnham.
David
Oh,
Burnham
I know David Burnham. He hangs out with Dennis Riker. Yeah.
David Burnham sells insurance and is really bad at golf.
Like a good neighbor, David Burnham is there.
Exactly. He won't stop showing photos of his kids.
He's that guy in the Geico commercial who's riding around with Beth in the car, even though he doesn't have to, and he's just constantly doing annoying things.
I can picture David Burnham. It's bowling t-shirts, cargo shorts.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's wrong with bowling t-shirts?
You wear them?
Every day.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Do you wear them with socks and sandals?
Yeah,
I do, yes. Matter of fact, you're in for it. You're in for it in Vegas.
The question is, how many Diet Cokes does David Berman drink in a day?
Now it's Berman.
Now it's Berman.
Now it's Rick Berman's cousin, David Berman.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He drinks 2 bangs and a Monster. That's what he drinks.
That's what it is. Yeah. Because he's an athlete.
Yeah.
As he rides around on his driving mower for like a 400 square foot yard.
Because he's too busy. It's time, right? It's
time's money.
You got to manage your time. Come on.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway. All right, so Nash Tyler, tell us what he's up to.
talking about Section 31, and so he's basically saying that they've got a writer's room together. They've already written one of the scripts, and he really liked it. So okay, and
okie dokie.
Yeah, exactly. And that he's friends with Ethan Peck apparently, and they were talking the other day, and apparently Strange New Worlds is going really great. So that makes him excited for Section 31. Currently, Ash Tyler is on another show, some sort of something called The Pursuit of Love, one of these like Downton Abbey type shows. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're watching that one, Chad.
I was going to tell you, I don't really, I liked the look of Ethan Peck's Spock when he had the beard, as much as we teased about that, Spock, it looked pretty good. The man can grow a beard.
Yeah.
And then when he shaved and he's got the hair, back to Spock hair, he looks goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I watched a show on Hallmark Movie Network with my wife about a week ago.
Of course. With
Ethan Peck as the love interest, and he's a firefighter. And, actually, he is okay acting-wise. Like, he's not horrible.
Did he have a big, Chicago firefighter mustache? Or
No. He was clean-shaven. He actually had a decent haircut. And, the guy's got a voice, right? He's got that deep voice.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so, I mean, it's I don't know. I kind of warmed a little bit to just Ethan Peck in general, as opposed to not really liking his Spock. And you couldn't really tell, okay, can this guy act or not? Can't really tell because he's just a little weird. A little weird version of Spock, really. So you can't tell. But no, he was okay. It was actually a good movie. I enjoyed it. I my wife started watching it, and I found myself just sitting down watching it and couldn't stop. So, I got drugged into a Hallmark movie, and you can have my man card now. All right, moving on.
There you go. You and David Burnham.
Me and David Burnham. Yep.
Right. All right.
And Nash Tyler.
Yeah. Next news story comes to us from Variety. Overall, this story is just about the difference between TV shows and movies, but there was an interesting tidbit in there from one Mr. Alex Kurtzman talking about how the line between TV and movies is blurring more and more. And he says that he thinks it is a vertical alignment that has made it so that it is impossible to accept the reality of the line between movies and TV. So it's gone. TV shows and movies just extend one to another.
I'm glad these guys get paid millions of dollars to realize something we've been saying for a year. You could give us, $50,000 each for that because we said it first. But people out here in the real world anyway noticed it a long time ago.
I wouldn't say it's gone. It's definitely blurred. But
oh yeah,
it's not gone. I mean, we watched the Goldbergs last night, and that will never be mistaken for a motion picture.
Right.
Well, no.
So the sitcom is still the sitcom. The game show is still the game show.
Yeah.
But
I think
you drama. Drama. It's getting real blurry. You could probably take, what was Falcon and the Winter Soldier? What was that? 6 episodes?
Yeah.
Okay. A good editor could probably edit that into a 2-hour and 40-minute movie.
Right.
Put it in a theater.
Yep.
And someone who hadn't already seen the series wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah. I think that what you're saying about like the Goldbergs, yes, that's true. But I think for these big franchises, like your Star Wars, your Star Trek, your Marvel, DC, that line is blurring, and I don't think there's any going back. It also makes me interested for this new movie that they're, allegedly doing, because who knows really, with one of the writers from Discovery. So.
Well, it's supposed to be in theaters this time next year, June next year.
Yeah, well,
2022 or is it 2023?
I think 2023.
Yeah, I think actually they said 2023. Yeah.
Yeah. So
see, that's a double-edged sword though, because a show like one of the superhero shows on the CW does not have the same type of budget as a show like The Mandalorian or The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So if you blur those lines to the point where they're gone, a show like that will not happen because they're not going to get that kind of budget for that kind of return that they're getting.
They're figuring some ways around it. Have you seen the new Superman show? Superman and Lois?
Yes.
Yes.
That's pretty good. We talked about that before. Yeah, I knew you were watching it, Dan.
However, that also goes straight to
HBO
Plus, whatever HBO now. I don't even know what it is. Max. Okay, so it comes out, it airs, it's on the CW app for a few weeks, then it disappears from the CW app, then it goes to HBO Max. It's there for, like, the show's on hiatus right now. So the first 6 episodes are on HBO Max, and I think they're leaving next week because the show is going back on the air. So I mean, they're figuring out some, some things to do.
Yeah. Well, and then they're being sold to Discovery, and that's a whole nother thing. So, yeah. Okay.
I saw a meme the other day that said, sometime real soon, someone's going to invent a way to bundle all of the streaming services and basically reinvent cable.
Yeah. Oh, that's coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming. Yeah.
The same damn thing over and over again.
And our last news story comes from Gizmodo, and the headline is, a new Star Trek comic series sees evil Picard waging the Mirror War. So coming out in September, they say. So with comics, that's probably about July.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was.
There's a new series called The Mirror War: The Next Generation, and it's all about evil Picard. They've done a few of these mirror comic book series.
Yeah.
Picard's kind of cool. Looks like Mr. Clean with the goatee, and Data's got like Borg arms for some reason. It's pretty cool. Basically, the premise is that those evil mirror next gen guys have come into the Prime universe and wreaking havoc. So.
Interesting.
Yeah, if you're into comics, there you go.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Okay.
All right, is that it for the news?
For the Star Trek news. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got some other ones after feedback.
All right, let's go to feedback.
Hailing frequencies. Open.
Over on the coffee account, we've got a couple donations. About 7 days ago, somebody gave us a donation, so it's one of those reoccurring things. That's great. We got another one of those 4 days ago.
Thank you, somebody.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And then Commander Felton came in yesterday and said, looking forward to your next podcast. Well, surprise, surprise. Here we are.
I'm sorry, what was that voice?
I don't know. It's just me.
Oh, yeah, pull that. We need that on the soundboard.
Yep.
The old surprise, surprise. Okay. Mike Quigley, 11 hours ago. Every time Voyager theme with lyrics guy sings, an angel loses its wings. Yeah. Yeah. That's about right, Mike. That's about right.
Oh, that poor guy on the internet.
I mean, again, look, it takes a lot of guts to put yourself out there like that forever for everyone to see, right? I mean, imagine being someone you got a meme made out of you and it lives on to this day, right? I mean, it's just always there. So
it takes bravery. I mean,
it does.
Could you imagine if there was like a very successful podcast and 3 jokers just came in and decided that they were going to continue that podcast without telling anybody, no warning or anything? I mean, that takes balls.
Yeah.
Just
saying.
saying.
You just throw out episode 2 without any introduction to who we are, and we're just laughing right from the get-go and just having our own inside jokes that nobody understands. I mean,
what kind of idiots would do this?
I don't know. I mean, it's crazy.
Indeed.
And we're describing ourselves now. We just broke the 4th wall. Okay, so the next 2 donations both come from Daryl. They were both an hour ago. So Daryl is on a roll.
The 4th wall, you blew through it like the Kool-Aid Man.
I did. I was ready to say, oh yeah. All right, so Daryl, these are always the best, man. It says, what did you guys do to bring glory to your house? I hunted down a giant black bear with my compound bow and turned it into pepperoni sticks. Good for you, Daryl. So Lumberjack Daryl is up there in Canada just being Boar Grill, whatever that guy's name is, Wild Man. Bear Grill. I don't know what that's dude's name.
Bear Grylls?
Bear Grill, yeah.
Yeah, it's Bear Grill.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was the first one. Awesome, man.
What did I do to bring glory to my house? I mowed the lawn.
Again?
It's a constant battle.
Yeah, I was going to say, you said that last week, but that's the way it goes, right?
Yeah. Oh, I figured out a hack for dealing with dandelions.
Oh, yeah? Do tell.
So when they get to the fuzzy stage. Okay. Really? Really, the shit that I sit through when you just babble on?
Go ahead.
Anyway, so my mower, the exhaust on the mower is on the front of the mower. So if you go to mow over them and suck the seeds up into the bag, it kind of spreads them before you get to them.
Yeah.
So I got an extension cord and I got the shop vac, and I just walked around the yard like a Ghostbuster, just sucking them up.
Awesome.
That's
awesome.
Great.
I want video of that. I mean, that is just cool. That's really great. It's almost as good as when we shattered the glass on our table. The wind picked it up and set it down, not so gently, and shattered the glass table all over the deck. And so we had glass into the mulch underneath the deck. And so my wife and I are out there with a vacuum, trying to vacuum up all these little tiny shards so the dog doesn't get them stuck in her foot.
It's like, vacuuming the grass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's so funny. Anyway, that's a good idea, though. I'd never thought. I have a huge shop vac. I'll have to try that sometime.
Yeah.
Although all the neighbors
can bring glory to your house.
Yeah, all the neighbors have all that crap all over, so
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got those. That's a problem.
Yep. So Daniel, what did you do to bring glory to your house?
Oh man. Let's see. Well, I bought a new flavor of Crystal Light that I really enjoy.
God, he sounds white. No, okay.
Yeah, it's a mango. See what else. I'm going to the movies tonight for the first time since COVID.
Hey, good for
Wow.
you. Nice.
Yeah,
What are you gonna see?
a buddy of mine rented out a movie theater, and so we're going with him. We're gonna see Kong vs. Godzilla because that's what he rented out for.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, I've seen it, but whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just about going out.
The theater. It's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
man. Good for
So
you.
what's next?
Ooh, so I've been really doing good on the fasting again now that I've stopped my sabbatical. So I want to eat healthy. I don't want to eat the popcorn with the stuff. So I'm taking wasabi peas I'm sneaking them in.
You are a better man than I am.
Yeah.
Why?
So I couldn't do that. When I go to the movies, it's nachos with cheese slathered on top and some popcorn and some Sour Patch Kids.
I say that now, but I'm not
and
smelling the popcorn.
Give me the pink lemonade because I want to make sure that I have heartburn later.
Yeah.
I don't want there to be a doubt. Give me the most
lemonade. Geez.
Give me the most acidic thing that you have.
No,
give me a
it's easy to say that
of that.
now, but when I'm walking by that concession counter and I'm smelling that popcorn, it might be it might be a different story.
That's the kind of thing where if I knew I was going to do that, then I'd probably go all out the way Dan's describing, but I wouldn't eat anything the whole day until then, just so I would be totally overdoing it.
Yeah. So.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
It sounds like fun.
Yeah. What else we that
Okay, next one from Daryl. I should stay up until 3 a.m. more often.
What?
That was his first sentence. I want to make a show with the two actors who have played Khan in the different Star Trek films where we discuss literature. We will call it Pros and Cons. Okay, thank you, Daryl. I still need the drums,
Isn't Ricardo Montalban? Isn't he?
He's no longer with us.
He's no longer with us. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He is dead. I'll just say it right there. Rip the Band-Aid off. Ricardo Montalban died. So he's no longer with us. He's in another place. Don't know if it's better or not, but it's another place. Mm-hmm. Okay, moving on to the news. Or no, we already did the news, but you said you had more news. Do I play the news clip again?
Yeah, we didn't really have a topic this week, so I random.
We're just totally.
Yeah.
Do we have like a news addendum clip? What do we?
Yeah, I don't really have like Here, how about this?
You're killing me, Smalls.
All right, let's do the news again.
I just pulled some stories that I thought we could talk about and have fun with. So
this is a short show, right? We're not doing a real
it's a short
topic.
Show.
Okay.
Yeah, and these are all quick. I just figured we could just riff on them a little bit. First one is from Dark Horizons. We are getting another DC movie, also starring The Rock, and it's not Black Adam. He has been announced to be the voice of Crypto the Superdog in DC's League of Super Pets. So The Rock is going to be Crypto. Yeah. The face Dan is making right now.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Michael Dorn's announcement that he's been recalled to Starfleet's recalled him. It's kind of like, oh, okay, man.
All right. Well, let's see if you guys like this one. This is from the Hollywood Reporter, and Henry Cavill is in talks to star in the Highlander reboot for Lionsgate.
So he's going to be Superman, The Witcher, and the guy who never dies, Highlander. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, apparently he likes roles with swords because that's The Witcher in this. So.
It's kind of funny.
What's going on with Superman? Is he out? Is he back in? I can't keep track.
Who knows?
Nobody really knows, dude.
No, I don't think Warner Brother knows either.
Well, and the fact that Warner Brothers is being sold to Discovery, which is really the big story of the week, everything is up in the air. Because
isn't Discovery owned by Disney?
No, Discovery is their own thing. It's trash TV, man. It's 90 Day Fiance and 600-pound life.
Well, how the hell do they have the money to buy Warner Brothers? What's
Because
that all
they're
about?
reality
Because
shows make a
people
ton.
eat that shit up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's not just here in the U.S. They can then franchise those shows in other countries and make those shows version of it.
That and those shows cost nothing
Nothing.
to
Yeah.
make.
Yeah.
It's a documentary crew and a director. That's it.
Yep.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah, and the average cast member only makes about $1,000 an episode.
Yeah.
So it's nothing. It is literally nothing.
And the director, when I say director, he's not like, okay, this scene, I want you to do that. It's like, all right, you're going in the store and you're buying a dress. Go.
Yeah.
And that's it. And they just
fight about the dress. Yeah.
Hey, do that again. Go outside and come back in. Try it again.
Yeah.
That's all. Shows cost nothing to make.
Yeah. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to know. Those people are obviously not SAG members.
No.
Reality
right.
TV show.
No, they're not.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering what would happen if. I mean, I don't think SAG is going to bring them in. Absolutely not.
No.
They consider them to be lowbrow.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just imagining if a bunch of them unionized and it got traction and I don't know.
It's going to be the same issue that they have in pro wrestling because there's no pro wrestling union either.
No.
It's just they'll fire that crew and get another one.
Yeah.
There's a million others.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody wants to be on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
interesting.
Yeah. All right. Another news story. So before I say anything, you have to know everyone is okay. Right?
Okay.
Everyone is fine.
I know it's going to be a good story when my wife calls me and she's like, I need to tell you something. First off, everyone's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
good.
Everyone's okay except this guy.
This is Smokey Robinson. I know Happy Chinooka. I have no idea
exactly
what Chinooka is.
So the story is armed school bus hijacker let the children go after they pestered him by asking lots of questions. So this just happened a few days ago. This guy hijacked a school bus full of little kids, like kindergartners.
It was just the same question.
Yeah.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
What's going on? Why did you take the bus?
Are we there yet?
Yeah.
Where are we dropping?
Yeah.
This is real life Fortnite.
Yeah. There was in one of the versions of the story that I read, he only had the kids on the bus for 6 minutes, and then he couldn't take it and pulled over.
So he let them out, or he was like, forget this.
He let them out. He's like, get off the bus, kids. I can't.
That's funny. That's funny. I mean, I feel bad for the kids, but then again, that's funny.
I figured as fathers, you guys have been there.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Can you imagine, like, you're the store owner, where, 32 kindergartners are just dropped. So, like, 32 kindergartners just walk into your deli, and they're like, I want my mom. I want my mom.
You can't pay me enough for that.
Yeah. That's going to be rough.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad
we're out of bread.
Okay.
Sorry, come back tomorrow.
Did they catch this guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
there's video of it. There's So.
Wow.
So back to the Highlander thing. So funny story. No, really, this is because I thought of this the minute you said it, and I'm like, oh yeah, should I really tell this story or not? And I'm like, screw it, I'll tell this story. So, when you were like little boys, right? Your dad probably at some point had the birds and the bees type of conversation.
No.
Right? Yeah, mine didn't either. What mine did, what Dennis Riker did, was fast forward on a VHS tape to a specific scene in one of the Highlander movies. We got to watch it. He said nothing to me, and he looked at me afterwards and said, well, that's how it's done. Okay.
My dad, we were driving somewhere. I can't remember where. It was just me and him in the car. And he said, son, I want to talk to you about sex. And I said, all right, Dad, what do you want to know?
Nice. That is so good. I've got to save that one right there. That's a great clip. That is awesome. All right, Dad, what do you want to know?
So for me, I had to bring in a permission slip because they were going to talk about that in health class. And I showed my dad the permission slip, and he looks at it and he goes, well, if they want to handle it, that's fine with me, and just signed it.
Nice.
Yeah. So
That's pretty good.
all right, last news story I got. This is a nice one. Incredible Hulk's Lou Ferrigno is fixing a lifelong problem. He got cochlear implants and can now hear.
Nice. Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah. He's 69 years old. First time he's heard in his life. He's very excited about it. He says it's like a wake-up call. This entire time he's been reading lips, but now he can hear. Don't know like how well, but hey, anything is better than nothing. And that's great. That's really good for him. So,
I knew it was bad.
Was he completely?
Yeah,
was he
I didn't realize
completely
it was
deaf?
that bad.
I thought he was impaired. I didn't know he was completely deaf.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
The sounds of it, reading the story, like it was pretty bad. He mainly used lip reading to talk to people.
Surprised he hadn't taken care of that before. If it was that bad.
Too.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, good for him. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's going well because I know. There's a lot of stories about people that got those and then had it reversed because it was just too much stimuli for their brain. Their brain wasn't used to that.
Right.
Hearing is a it's a constant sense. It's always on. You're always receiving from that. It's not like your eyes where it's like your eyes hurt. It's like, all right, I'm gonna close my eyes for a little bit and just check out. Your hearing is always on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
This news just came out like 3 days ago, so it's too early for that to know one way or the other. But so far, he loves it. So,
well, Lou, we wish you well, man. We wish you well. Hopefully, it goes well for you. That's awesome.
Can you imagine, just like, so this is music? This is what people have been talking about for 60 years? He's like 60-something years old, right?
69.
More than that, just hearing the voice of your loved ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've never heard before.
Yeah.
That's man, that's tough. That's, I don't know. Hearing and sight. Those are the two things that if I ever lost either one, man, that would just...
It's tough.
Music is such a big thing, and just visually, everything I do is visual. So, I mean, it's whether it just be with family and friends, but just in work and in play and games and all the stuff, all the technical stuff I like to get into. If you don't have sight, you're kind of screwed. So just all the things that I love, that would be really hard. Either one of those. I could deal without the sense of smell. I know, Dan, you went through that, and maybe I would think differently if I actually lost it. But I could probably handle that. The sense of touch, I mean, God, that would be tough too, but I could handle losing that if I could still hear and see, So
I knew a guy that had, I forget what it was called, but he had some ailment where like he basically didn't have a sense of touch for like pain. Like he would break his own. Yeah, like he would break bones and not feel it, and it sucked.
There was a movie with Ewan McGregor, and now that we're kind of, on the back end of this thing, the pandemic and everything, it's probably an okay thing to watch now. But if you watched it like late summer last year, you'd probably lose your freaking mind. Worse than Contagion was. But Ewan McGregor is in this movie, and I think it's called Senses or something like that. And he's a chef. And
I think it's called Senseless?
Or Senseless, yeah. And there's a virus going around. And at first, everybody's kind of like, well, yeah, it's, you get a little bit cold. It's not that big of a deal, though, because you just lose your sense of smell for a while. And then all of a sudden, it never comes back. And then all of a sudden, everybody loses their sense of hearing. Like the entire world. First, lose in waves. You lose your sense of smell. Then you lose your sense of hearing. Then everybody loses their eyesight.
All right, don't go any further. I want to watch this movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's
called? Senseless?
Senseless or something like that? Oh, it's good.
I'm looking it up right now. Perfect Sense.
Perfect Sense. That's what, yeah.
Yeah. Senseless is a really bad comedy with
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a really good. It's a really good movie. Makes you think. It's tough. It's not an upper. Put it that way. So, but I enjoyed it. That was years ago. I mean,
Yeah.
there's certain movies you watch and you only watch them once because you can't take watching them again, but yet they're good and they stick with you. You know.
Marley and Me.
Yeah.
I watched it once.
One time.
And it was tough because something in my eye the whole time.
That's a rough one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are movies like that.
Paddington 2.
I was waiting for it.
God.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to say something about Paddington or Alpha movie that I've never heard. Whatever, something.
You want to know a fun fact?
Star Trek Beyond.
No, that's okay. Star Trek Into Darkness. One time.
Both of those. I watched Into Darkness twice. I watched Beyond once, and just never went back.
I enjoyed Beyond. I enjoyed
that. Fun fact: I've never seen Paddington 2.
Oh, jeez. After all this time, really, you haven't watched the second one? This is. Well, we'll all watch it together in Vegas. How about that? That'd be fun.
No.
We will not. I'm getting excited about that. I have to be perfectly honest with you guys. I'm getting really, really excited about that.
Yeah.
Looking forward to meeting you guys. Looking forward to being in a room with 1,000 other Trekkies. It's just an amazing high when that happens. And I'm just looking forward to just getting away for a while. Last summer didn't do much of anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I haven't traveled at all. I haven't vacationed at all.
It's going to be a very packed summer. I mean, even compared to last summer, but compared to any summer for us, it's going to be really packed. We're going to go to Colorado, be in the mountains for a week. I'm going to be in Vegas. I'm going to be in Milwaukee in a couple of weeks. I mean, with everything else that I'm doing travel-wise, it's next week, before Memorial Day weekend and after Memorial Day weekend, I'll be at home. And then I'm pretty much on the road every week from now until September. So
my wife is.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say my wife is still very cautious about being out there in the world. So we are not doing all of that. So this trip to Vegas is that much more of a big deal. For me. So what do you got, Daniel?
Well, I just looked it up because I had to see since we're going to be in Vegas. And good news, guys. Britney Spears' residency is coming back.
Oh, boy.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, do we know, is Angelique and her husband going to be out there in Vegas that week, too?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I can ask.
Yeah, because, I mean... We never did get to do that and meet them and talk and just say, hey, I don't know if they're going to be there or not. There's so many things that we kind of had worked up into that first Vegas trip that we couldn't do. And then that last year totally postponed. And so it's like a 3-year in the making kind of thing for us. So I was just curious. I mean, if they're there, great. Love to see them. I'd hate to find out after the fact that they were there and we were there and we didn't get to catch up. So,
I was wondering too, like, do we think that this is going to be like less attended because people are still concerned about stuff, or will it be more so because it's been a year and a half and people want to just go out? Like, I think you can make an argument either way.
I think, well, it could be a mixed bag, right? So there's no way of telling at this point, but I will say this, right? So 2 months ago when we started talking, or maybe even 3 months ago when we started talking about the Vegas thing and was it going to get canceled? Was it going to be there? People on Twitter the woke mob on Twitter would kill you for saying, oh, no, conventions will be fine by the summer. They would think you're crazy. You're nuts. You can't do that. You're going to kill everybody. Now, as of like this week and last week, it's total sea change. If you say anything about STLV, you get 100 people telling you they're all excited about it.
Yeah, but I think 3 months ago, we weren't where we were with vaccine levels.
Yeah.
Like 3 months ago is a completely different story.
Correct. And that's my point, right? Yeah. And so it's changed. It's changed very rapidly. And so August is still 3 months out from now, June, July, August, right? So 4 months, really, kind of 3.5, whatever. I can't do date math. I think it'll be completely different by then too. So I think it could still be a mixed bag, but I think it'll be heavily more than enough attended anyway to be a good show, a good week. So
yeah, I think it'll be fun. I'm excited.
Yep, I am very excited. I'm going to be driving out on that Wednesday. I am driving from Kansas City to Vegas, so that's going to be a trip. But
are we going to like plan out like T-shirts to wear or anything like that?
If we're going to do that, we better think about it now and get everything.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Online.
That's why I'm bringing it up now.
Oh, and we need to get some more mics like this one to go into that board because I'm bringing all that. So we need 2 more mics and 2 more cords.
Okay.
I'm laughing because Chad's like, I'm gonna pack up this stuff and this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have the whole studio, and I'm like, I'm gonna have both phones. So
yeah.
Dan, are you gonna wear a uniform?
Space Force.
Here's the thing. I haven't worn any of those in about 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wore one for an episode once, and it didn't zip up.
Oh, that's right.
So I wore it. I wore it open. Yeah. So I will have to inventory the Starfleet wardrobe and see what's available. If I do, I'm not going to wear one all weekend. I'll probably pick a day. I'll pick a day and wear a uniform. Yeah. And if we get some Trekcast T-shirts made up, I'll probably sport that.
Yeah.
Maybe get some, maybe Trekcast on the front, maybe on the back. Like, ask me about Trekcast in big letters.
Yeah, something like that.
Trekcast.com or something.
Right, right.
Something like that.
Yeah. And make them like bright orange so that everybody sees them from a mile. Don't have
Dude,
to be
we should have people help us design a shirt.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Time right now.
Good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got time. I mean, if we start that right now, we got time. If we had to design in the next 2 or 3 weeks, we can get them made and get them to us in time, and we'd be fine.
Yeah, let's do that. You guys want to?
Thought about?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll probably get a set of business cards done.
Oh, cool.
With all the contact info. And
that's a good idea.
Come up with something for that too.
Keep a stack of those on us, and as we meet people, as we talk to people, just hand them out.
Yep. That'd be cool.
Right on.
Now I'm liking the idea of turning into a business. I'm just kidding.
It's Grand Chattis.
I have a set of Ferengi ears.
Yeah.
Chad's gonna wear those.
I'm gonna wear those. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's all right. Hey, be true to yourself, right? Be true to
right.
yourself.
I would love to. That's a costume I would love to put together. Like, get one of those Ferengi type suits with the tails and the big collar and the different patterned shirts, all that shit that Quark wore, or Liquidator Brunt. I would sport one of those for a weekend.
I would do that, but then I would insist that we hit the blackjack table.
Totally. I'd be like, here, I'm the Grand Nagus. Hold my scepter.
Exactly.
Blackjack.
Yeah. That would be hysterical.
It's great.
I'm like, full consortium, and they're like, we don't know what that is.
We don't know what that is. No.
Yeah.
I'll have to
acquire.
I'll have to 3D print some Latinum bars to bring with and paint them, make them look like they're gold.
I would love that. I have one. It's about this big. It's a keychain, but it's like real metal. It's real heavy, and I always wanted to buy. They were expensive. I got them at the Experience years ago, but I always wanted to buy like 100 of them.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they don't make like Latinum bars that are like USB sticks.
That's a good idea.
That shape.
That's a good idea. Well, we could 3D print the case that looks like the Latinum thing to go over a cheap USB stick.
Yeah.
There you go.
Can you get gold colored filament?
It's liquid resin, but yes.
Okay.
Yep. So I could print it like that.
You do that. You could print it. Yeah. You don't have to.
Don't have to paint it. Well, let's look.
I mean, because you can also spray paint them gold or whatever, and that might be cheaper than.
Well, the resin costs the same regardless of the color.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't really matter. But you're right.
So what about a small bar of Latinum, and on the underside it says Trekcast.com.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yep, we're doing it. Yeah, because we got to come up with things to like give away, right? So we got to figure out something. That's going to take a long time to print.
I'm trying to figure out if they'll let us like maybe host some panels, because I mean we do a podcast. Why not?
Yeah. Exactly.
So, yeah.
You reached out to him already or no?
I have, but I'll try again. Like I reached out a couple months ago, so
yeah. See if I can find anything with resin here. Oh, for crying out loud! I'll find something. I know that the color is close enough anyway for gold to just print and go, and I could probably get maybe 10 of them in one build at a time. So just overnight, 10 every day.
Yeah.
So and then have a bunch of them ready to go. I'll get started on that.
Yeah, we'll come.
And if we think of anything else, if you guys listen and think of anything else you want us to have at STLV for giveaways, it's a better idea than that. Let us know. We'll come up with something. I know we're going to make some stickers. We've talked about that before. Or are we still making stickers or no?
Yeah, we got to make stickers.
Okay.
Stickers you can just hand out. That's easy enough.
Right, and it's fairly cheap, and we can get like 500 of them for nothing in like a week. So.
All right. Well, we don't need stickers and business cards then. So maybe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, what is this? Well, is this?
It's not like
I love how we're having this conversation, and it is the show.
It is the show, yeah.
Well, it's not like we've got a booth or a table or something to hand these things out. So that's the other thing to consider. So
yeah.
We'll talk about it.
All right, then I'll probably wear my Enterprise jumpsuit because it has all the pockets.
There you go.
And all that.
Yeah,
so all the shit that you're gonna make me carry around.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, you want a button? Hold on. There you go. Oh, you want a sticker? There you go.
I'll just need a fanny pack. Walk around with that.
Oh Lord, I'll have my cargo pants on. So
there you go.
Well, there you have it. Another episode in the can. Check us out at Trekcast.com. Also, if you would, please subscribe to us via iTunes. Leave those reviews. Subscribe to us. We'll get some numbers, get up the list, get more listeners, do more shows, have more fun. But for now, we're all done. So live long and prosper, and we'll see you next week.